Hello, my name is Danny, and without further ado, let's just get started. Is change good or bad? Chill out, I'm not going to be talking about anything political, nature, or industrialness, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm going to keep it simple, okay? I'm going to be talking about something that's everybody, including yourselves, tends to neglect, and that is you. So therefore, naturally speaking, the topic at glance becomes the best route to changing yourself, engages all voices within your mind. Well, okay, Danny, that sounds deep and kind of funky, but how does oneself change by using something that's already existent? Those meaning the voices in your mind. Isn't there supposed to be some kind of novelty in order for change to finally occur? And to that I say, no. No, because there is beauty within the details. And bear with me for if the details are very much on their way. So let's start by talking about those voices within your mind. I define those as being thoughts or planning on actions or even emotions that you have. It really doesn't matter what you really refer it to as, because at the core it's basically the same. So there are two factors that influence those voices, okay? External ones and internal ones. Let's start with external ones because they're so much easier to explain. Basically, they're very superficial and very unsustainable. If you hear an opinion about somebody else, then you're most likely going to own that opinion as being yours because you're very much not informed about the topic or that one person per se. So therefore, it's unsustainable because it will fade away as soon as you learn new things. So let's talk about internal factors, and this is the good stuff. Split into three parts that basically correlate to the same one, but bear with me. Self-awareness, responsibility, and purpose. Regarding self-awareness, the easiest example I can give is you cannot become the best painter alive if you do not paint yourself. Let me repeat that because you missed it. You physically cannot become the best painter without painting. You cannot know that you are the worst painter there is at painting landscapes, but a god when it comes to portraits. And you do that by only by painting, only by stepping out of your comfort zone. So you do that, and I always talk about responsibilities, and this is some good stuff. The only thing I want you to learn from this, or take into consideration at least, give yourself a burden to carry. Go tell your mother that you're going to be washing the dishes for the next 7 days. Do you like washing the dishes? Absolutely not. Will you still do it? Yes. Do you hate doing it? Yes. But you will still do it, right? Categorically. And this is what responsibility basically means. You give yourself a burden to carry so you can get the job done. But wait a minute. If you get a job done, then you had a set job beforehand, right? A purpose. And therefore, through giving yourself responsibilities, you give yourself a multitude, or rather numerous, purposes. And if you give yourself a number of purposes and you finally achieve them, then you shape your mind into telling yourself that while 90% of the things that you do are either unfit to do or you can't do properly to your own standards, at least you can wash the dishes for 7 days while you don't like it at all. So therefore, you wash the dishes, you get the job done, and your mind starts asking itself, what is out there that can stop me if I can still wash the dishes and hate it to the guts of it? So to wrap everything up, to come to an end, if you give yourself responsibilities, you indirectly give yourself purposes. And by achieving those set purposes, you gain more experience. And by gaining more experience, you become more self-aware. And by becoming more self-aware, you set boundaries. By setting boundaries, you evolve because you know what you can and cannot do. So to wrap everything up in a beautiful manner with some circularity, is change good or bad? Thank you.